Hi, Rick here, creator and indeed all things at the splendid, if I do say so myself, Photography Explained podcast. I need to stop doing that, don't I? Episode 174. Photography composition, tips and techniques. What do? I photograph buildings. I use the widest focal length and fill the frame with the building or interior space. Now, there isn't much space around my photos, and this is something I didn't even know I was doing until it was pointed out to me. So that's my thing. I just wish I'd known it before I started doing it. And when I'm on holiday doing my travel photography stuff, again, I use the widest focal length or the shortest. Now, on my zoom lenses, I tend not to use the bit in the middle. I use one extreme or the other, and I'm not really sure why. I'm probably a prime candidate for a prime lens. Oh, that was nearly clever, wasn't it? But it was completely accidental. That wasn't a clever use of the word prime, if only. Now, with my travel photography work, I like to convey a sense of depth with one prominent foreground detail. And I also love capturing moving water. Now, I do lots more, but I'll come on to this in future episodes. But I do think about the composition before I raise my camera to my eye, and even before I take my camera out of my bag. And as I say in the podcast, as I go about my daily business, I'm always looking at how things relate to each other and what the light's doing. Yep, I think about composition a lot. It's become a little bit of an interest of mine. I wouldn't like to say obsession, but I do think about composition a lot. And in episode 174, I tell you which rules of composition I use. Not all of them. Oh no, just some of them to help me. Summing up, I try to take better photos every time. That is always my aim. And this always starts with the composition. The composition is so important to every photo because it's what's in the photo, so of course it's important. Composition is king. That's my little strap line. I said that once in a blog post, and quite a few people replied back saying, "Hi Rick, great post, composition is king." And it's just like, I don't know why I'm doing that. I try to take better photographs every time. That is always my aim. And it always starts with the composition. Composition is king. Composition is so important because that's what people see when they look at your photos. They don't know or care about anything else, just what is in the photo. So get the composition right first. Think about the composition before you take a photo. This is what I do. And if you want to know more, which I hope you do, check out the podcast at all good podcast providers and the podcast website photographyexplainedpodcast.com/start. When you go to the website, if you fill in a form, you can get a weekly email from me. Well, what's not to love, eh? How utterly splendid, a weekly email from me. So, hope to hear from you soon, and any questions, just get in touch, go to the website and you'll find out how to do that. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe. Cheers from me, Rick.